Greetings and salutations, my friends. It has been a while. We've been off doing a bunch of stuff. June was a fun month, and, well, we're back. We're back to the main dish, the dice soup. Brought to you by Once Upon a D20. As you can see, there are maybe not links. I should work on that. There should be links for you to look at, click, or type in to support us if you would like to. It goes to a good cause, more D&D. But back.
I think it's a good cause.
Yeah, I like to think that more D&D and more inclusive D&D is the best of causes. Storytelling brings us together. Today, it brings us together to tell the story of this group. Blackbird and Eredrin and Luca. And certainly his name is Alec. Brandor and Akira. But speaking of, when last we left off, these intrepid adventurers were crossing the Marrow Valley. Grimgaleer de Hupperduke had met they'd seen a pair, met one of these guardians of nature, long serpentine, almost dragon looking, but very distinctly not. Were blessed with a bit of food that lasted them the better part of the rest of the day, and then they had a little run-in with some harpies, found some loot, found out a little bit about them, other than whom they actually were. The sword of the Dwendalian Empire had armor that was of Blackbird. What was that you got?
What was that?
Was the armor that you got, was it necrotic resistance?
Yes. Sorry, time is hard. I believe so.
Yes, time is hard. That's why I was asking. It's fine. It's fine.
Right? Yeah. I'm about as sure as you are, but I think so.
Marvelous. Well, that does bring us back into it, where they have rested for the night. Go ahead and give yourselves long rests if you haven't. And we begin to travel again. Possibly into the thicket of it. Nailed it.
Deep sighs were heard already.
You're the one who's supposed to enjoy them.
I own my sins. Thank you very much.
Yeah, you would think that me being a father as well would mean that I would just automatically be like, yes, this. No, it hurts my soul too.
I hate to hear that.
It's only protected by the ones telling the joke.
That's, no. I believe that I would call it self-flagellation. I know how much it hurts. I need it. But that's neither here nor there.
I scar myself so that I may learn from my mistakes, but also so I may grow stronger.
Exactly. But alas, day is yours. Continuing on. I suppose, unless you'll have anything you want to talk about, things, you can just get back to the dice rolling.
Before we travel, I would like to take the harpy feather that I took off of one of the bodies and stick it into the fabric wrap around my hat.
All right.
And I'm just going to continue to add things.
That's what's up.
Just one?
I only took the one, so yes, just one.
Okay. Well then, now with a very fine feather in his hat. I believe when last we left off, Beardy had given us a roll. Haunted. It's time. Go ahead and roll me a d20 and a d12.
Okay. One sec. A d20 and a d12?
Yes. Also. Oh yeah, the Halo thing. I was trying to up our number of streams, and so I was playing Halo earlier this week. I guess I need to go in and fix that. Fix that right now.
What a mood.
What a mood.
I didn't even notice. That's funny.
We're gonna get some people in there, gonna be like,
If you want to,
not what I'm used to with Halo.
Yeah, they're gonna
while we're traveling,
Are they
Suddenly we all have Spartan armor.
in a giant
It's
ship,
time. Immediate level up to 20 power armor. Let's go.
He said it on stream. It's canon, guys. Let's go level up.
Exactly.
Right.
It's time. Let's get dark.
Got me there. So I rolled a 15 on my d20 and a 9 on my 12.
All right. Ooh, those are pretty good. Pretty good indeed. Let's.
we have a
That
peaceful day.
Is that my video thing? No. I need to learn how to do this. I need to learn how to make my channel work the way I want it to. But alas, I have no idea what I'm doing.
I wish I could be of some assistance, but I don't know either.
Just fake it till you make it.
No, that's okay. That's exactly what we're doing. Hey, there we go. D&D, baby. Title, Ice Soup, with the exclamation point, brought to you by Mustbot D20. Category is, in fact, the Dungeons and the Dragons. We're professionals, I swear.
Dungeons and the Dragons?
Dungeons
Yes,
and
please.
the Dragons.
Please type out the Dungeons and the Dragons.
That's whenever you're explaining it to your old Yiddish grandma, like, are you kids playing the Dungeons and the Dragons?
So yes, Grandma. Yes, we are.
Yeah.
Have now actually typed out the Dungeons and the Dragons. There we go. Nailed it.
I like it.
All right. I like it too. There we are. Well, again, very professional. So, this day of travel is the gathered clouds and rain of the previous day are clearing up as y'all are getting out of the foothills. You're having a much nicer, brighter, clearer day. And going through, I suppose I need to roll my own die about one of those. Ooh, love when we have the good dice.
The good dice, yeah.
The good, I believe, is the technical term for it. Now.
Got to get those good dice.
Yes. Heading out into the flat grassland, and still just as sparse of trees as were in the mountains or in the foothills there. You have a good long stretch of nobody, of peace. I'll do anything.
When suddenly the Fire Nation attacked. Sorry.
I didn't say that. I didn't say that.
Not again.
It's like every time there's peace.
Ancient red dragon, you guys.
It's not an ancient red dragon. It's just an old red dragon. Don't be mean.
It's not ancient. It's an adult. There's a difference of about 1,000 years.
It's just an adult. It's not old. Like, come on.
I was
Really
gonna
can
say,
that's the
I'm gonna Alex gonna go over to Airdran and be like, any luck on those last darts for me?
Yeah, I can keep working on sharpening them. Yeah, that's what I would like to do with this day of travel, I guess.
Makes enough sense. And y'all are on a cart. Not everybody has to be driving the horses.
We're all in the front of the carriage. We all have
Exactly.
like our hand on one of the reins, just like
We're helping.
Everybody in
Exactly.
just like holding.
everybody. We're driving. Everyone, get up here.
And continuing and finishing the work. It does take it takes a number of hours, but you have quite a number of hours to burn. And those last four darts go from the blunt category on your sheet to the sharpened and silvered. You can go ahead and tack those up.
So I have how many silver darts total now?
10.
10 total. Okay, I thought it was 10, but I was making sure.
Yeah, I dipped all 10 of them. It just took a while to sharpen them.
Yeah, exactly. Which, hey, man, you can't rush perfection.
Exactly.
Quality
Those
takes time.
are beautiful. Thanks.
And as y'all get with that particularly good. Good. Here we go. Measure.
Azure.
There we are. Huzzah. Travel. Another day of travel under the belt, getting far enough. There it is. We can go ahead and move to Tim, if you'd be so kind, to give us a d20.
D20.
D20 for the night's rest.
It rolls forever.
Had to bounce across the entire screen.
It rolled a 7.
Okay. So as the night wears on, it is there's a difference that you noticed traveling, being in a flatter open area. There's a strange openness, a strange silence to an open area, and in that silence, during your watch for the night, Cochise, there you hear a rumble.
Rumble.
And go ahead and make a perception check for me.
Was that for everybody?
Just for Luca in this particular moment.
Ooh, I got a 10.
With a 10, you are able to tell that it sounds like thunder. There are ground vibrations, not the usual feeling in the air.
Is there anything that I know about in this area other than thunder that could cause that?
Judging by previous intelligence gathering, the DC will be a little high, but I'll let you either nature or history, your choice.
Well, I guess they're both actually the same bonus, so I'm just gonna, roll dice. I'm gonna roll history. I rolled a total of 3.
Yes, indeed. So it is not familiar in this area. You're trying to think about it, and it's escaping you.
It's definitely skyworms. It's got to be. I rolled really terrible on that history
Skyworms.
check. Luca is probably very mistaken. So Luca is going to very quietly sing a song about skyworms, but I'm not going to wake anybody up unless I see anything dramatic start to happen.
I love that.
Alec is dreaming about
Can you
skyworms, and he has
sing the
no idea
song
why.
for us?
That's right.
Adrian has his hat over his face, much in the way that you see, like, guys in their probably about 60 sleep. You know how they have the hat sitting. You know what I'm talking about.
I didn't know I was in my 60s.
I do.
Oof.
I really do.
Called out the beard.
I haven't had that fine of a hat in a while, I'm just saying. But
We'll have to chip in and get you a Boston Scally.
I love it.
That's right.
Please and thank you.
They're nice, dude.
I will very kindly take it. But getting back into it. That's really the only anomaly that you notice. It kind of approaches and then goes.
Sorry, guys. Oh my god.
Bless you very much.
Yeah, I'm not going to wake anybody up. Luca will just wait, and I figure I can discuss it with everybody in the morning and ask if they've ever been out this way, you know. See if maybe somebody else might know.
Anybody who is at least somewhat proficient, half or better, in nature history might be able to figure it out. Let y'all figure that out among you.
We need dump intelligence.
I'm just saying.
Oh, wait, no, I didn't dump intelligence. I dumped wisdom.
Same.
I was going to say, this is fine.
Wait, hold on,
Intelligence doesn't do anything.
That's right.
It's pretty cool. I'd have a +4 for that.
So yeah, if
no one else has
yeah, I'll say if there it is. Okay.
Oh yay.
Well, Eridred, it would make more sense that you would know a little more about the history of the area. There
Makes me
are
feel better.
there are burrowing creatures in the area. Some like on kegs. Dig around in the open areas, kind of making tunnels and sometimes popping up. It's one of the reasons that this area isn't as settled, and maybe not as many even little like hotels along the way, because it's a little dangerous out here sometimes.
Oh, they're not skyworms. They're ground worms. Gotcha.
I've learned for these parts, at least what's worked for me is I take the I don't know, someone said it was the Appalachian approach, I think. If you pretend it's not there, it's not there.
I think it's the Dunrockian approach here in
I'll take the Dunrothian approach, alright.
I'll give that a try then. I'll try just pretending it's not there.
I'm putting my hat back over.
In that case, I definitely didn't hear the ground rumbling.
No, you didn't. I don't know what you're talking about. Oh shit.
And giving myself an opportunity. Wait, I rolled a D8. It was supposed to be a D12, but if it rolls worse than 7, we're gonna keep it. Okay, we're gonna keep it. It's good midway. And no, just doing my part of also rolling encounter and encounter possibilities and weather probabilities. Going through the next day. Also, open nice, partly cloudy. Not a huge amount of position in your travel, but as you're going along, coming along a wooded area there, which, according to the map you were able to get, is the sign of almost getting to the crossroads that go north, south, east, and west. The western one being both where you're headed and going through the Crispvale thicket. But it's kind of the first sign of the Crispvale thicket. The road going along the side of these woods. Right there, you notice a set of stone pillars, but it's not that they're worked. They're thin and almost kind of just obelisks if they weren't worked entirely correctly, natural almost. And 8 of them, only about 4 or 5 feet across, reaching out of the ground, kind of 3/4 circle. Didn't think it was that scary. Where'd you go?
It's hard to say. Just, I can't take this anymore.
There she is. All right.
Hi.
But yes. So this.
Oh,
Well, she was
Just
having
keep
some
going.
technical difficulties.
Yeah. Exactly. I'll figure it out. So this cluster of 8 stones, maybe 4 or 5 feet across, each stone, about 8 or 9 feet tall.
Does the path go through the stones?
It doesn't. The stones are off the side of the road, probably about 10, 12 feet. The open part of the circle is facing the road.
I'm gonna lean over to Luca and say, "Hey, I called that one the fuck around and find out."
Luca just kind of shakes his head. Hmm.
This, as the cart keeps moving up and by, you hear a lute, looking a little bit, and then sort of giggle. More lute playing and more giggling. In the trees
Really?
beyond.
I'm gonna lean over to Luca and say, "See why I call it that."
Is this one of those situations where we're supposed to follow the sound into the woods? Because I don't think that's a good idea. Trust me, I play
Try-
lute.
I think we
Uh,
just keep following the. That's my vote. Wrong.
Could I try to like just take a closer look at the woods, like just peering off the side of our little wagon, just maybe like an active check to try to see if I could notice anything in the woodlines?
Absolutely. Go ahead.
Okay.
Perceive for me.
Never claimed I was good at it.
Indeed. If anybody else wanted to, I'll accept one more person rocking a perception if you want to.
I think I'm good. Does anyone else want to?
I'll try it
Okay.
just to see
Alright.
how things go. Probably not good because my perception is not
Come on.
fantastic.
See, the
Is
cat
it gonna
poke is
roll?
back.
Or did it already roll? I'm not sure if I think I rolled twice by accident. I don't know. Let me check.
It might catch up.
I
And this
did,
is
yeah,
why we
It's all
don't.
right. We'll take the first one. So,
Yeah.
with a 16, as the both of you are looking, Nox's eyes focus, and you see, kind of furred rump on a stump
Oh,
in the tree line a bit,
Aw.
and
this is a sexy room.
well, it leans back, and that depends on your proclivities, but it leans back, and it is a shirtless, masculine form, with some horns going back, kind of off the side of his head and sweeping back, and just up a little bit. Like when he leans his head back, he doesn't stab himself in the back, but the points are kind of pointing back, and he's, you could tell that as he kind of leans back, this is the person for which is playing the lute, and you see an arm draped over his shoulder, kind of green tinted, hanging over it, but you don't see the rest of the body that it's attached to. Not that there isn't one, you just don't see them clearly.
Okay. For me to kind of get my bearings, are we still traveling on the road and I'm seeing this, or are we
Yes,
parked?
still on the road, still Eridrin, driving the train, has not slowed the cart.
No.
He felt a calling of a big old bucket of nope. He's not running faster, not drawing more attention, but you are able to see.
This is
Also,
definitely piqued
specifically-
my interest, seeing that you said I can see like an arm draped over their shoulder, and like, but I can't see the rest of where the arm is attached to, essentially.
Yeah, you can tell that, like, it's draped over his shoulder, it's moving, there's somebody there giggling. He's plucking and saying some words. They're a little bit muffled. It's in the trees a bit.
Okay, so I that's why I was kind of like, I didn't know if it was like. Sorry, go ahead.
I would like to note my driving. I'm sitting in the back of the cart and I'm mage handing the reins, and that's how I'm running that.
Wow.
10 out of 10.
Let's hope you don't need to apply more than 10 pounds of pressure to steer them one way or the other.
I believe they call that a power maneuver.
Yeah, that's what we
Yes.
call a power move. So what's gonna for me, it's gonna pique my interest, and I'm definitely concerned, I guess, because I see something that looks kind of suspicious, and I hear giggling, and as you say, I can hear them talking in a muffled, like, so I can't tell. This is just bearded thinking, which would mean this is what Alex thinking, like, seems like somebody may be up to some kind of magical mischief, and as I'm assuming, as you kind of like described, that is a satyr that I'm seeing, correct?
Fair. That's a fair assumption. Satyrs are, I guess, common enough in the world to.
Yeah, and satyrs are they're not exactly known for being the most law-abiding citizens, as you know. They're they do have their tendencies to be a little mischievous. So with that, I'm just gonna say, looks like we got company, and I'm gonna promptly hop off of the wagon as it's going, and kind of do like, I'm assuming we're not going at a blazing speed, we're going at just kind of like a pace where I can just hop off, correct?
Just normal pace.
I'm just gonna looks like we got some company. And then I'm just gonna hop off. I'm not gonna tell them to do anything necessarily, and I'm going to make my way stealthily to that tree line. They may have already spotted me, I don't know, but I'm gonna do everything in my power to see if I can elude their eyesight.
Okay, go ahead and rock a stealth check. If anybody else wants to join, they can.
You're welcome to.
Can I ask, Alec, did you tell us about this?
That's
Did
what
you
I said
note
before I jumped
specifically-
down. I just said we got company.
That's all you said?
That's all I said is we got company.
Okay.
I said.
So Supreme Sorcerer Pizza, my question is, do I know what's going on here, having these rebels in the area?
I'll give you another history check.
Alright. Good thing I'm proficient. Or, not proficient. Wait, am I proficient? I don't know.
I
Anyhow,
believe so. I
I'm
believe
good.
so.
I am, yes.
I have half proficiency. Could I assist?
You could assist.
Yo, I nat 20. I nat 20, you guys.
Never mind. I think we're good.
I'll say-
That's about
and
as
then
good as it
I'll
gets.
say, if you're half proficient, I allow the assistants to grant your half proficient bonus, which is +1 at this level.
Yay.
So a 25 history check is the two of you are bouncing ideas of like what that could be. The Crisp Vale is a an area not cleared, not spoiled, and from what you know, the one of the reasons, you know, in this open area where there's plenty of space to make settlements and grow the empire, one of the reasons that that places like this aren't cleared is that there are Fey influences and occasionally those things pop up in things of Fey circles, for instance.
As Alec is hopping off, I'm gonna telepathically say to him, just something along the lines of, "Get your ass back on the cart. It's Fey. We don't want to mess with it."
I mean, yeah. I mean, I don't. Yeah, I guess I kind of made some assumptions on what Alec would know,
Because
Yeah.
Bearded can tell.
but
Right,
Yeah.
right.
try not to metagame. But yeah, no. With that, I'll just respond with like, you know, mentally back. Just, you know, respond back with that. I'll be fine. And then I'm gonna make my way stealthily as well. So I rolled a
Right.
16.
All right, walking up towards the tree line, getting close. As you walk by the standing stones. Have you ever had the sensation of a balloon being really close to your ear, or like it
Being like, it was
deadens,
static.
and
It's
it like
oddly
deadens deadens the sound?
Yeah.
It's kind of like that, where just like your peripheral perception of sound, you assume that you're going to hear things right there, and there being a dead sound zone there is noticeable as you go by. And as you distance yourself from that a little bit, get up to the trees, you know, your whole party being able to see you from the angle they're at. But go ahead and make one more perception check as you're closer, and that affects things.
Okay. Perception.
I would like to stop the cart since Alex has gotten off. Not get off, but I would like to
Oops.
stop the cart.
Okay. You don't gain more insight from where you are currently trying to like peek around, but also not be seen. But from what you can tell, there is they've moved a little bit. Now you actually see the back of the other person as well. green-skinned, mostly covered in vines and like mossy growth, and they're talking like part talking, part singing, again with the laughing. Do you remind me your language base? A significant
My language base?
Yeah.
I speak, let me see, Draconic, Elvish, Leonin, Orc, and Zimnian.
You pick up a little bit. It's like trying to understand Scots, being a Native American English speaker. Your Elvish.
They're speaking English, but it's kind of hard to
Well,
understand.
well,
through the thick accent.
it's
yeah, but you wish they had
Elvish.
subtitles.
It's Elvish. It's Elvish like,
Got it.
but like the
It's Elvish adjacent.
it's Elvish adjacent, and you can tell that from the tone of it, they're having a good time together, and singing and chatting, but you're not quite sure what they're saying.
Okay. Okay. So
So could you imagine it to like the thickest accent of English that possible? Then, like, just a very, very thick accent. Then.
Well,
They're speaking like an elven patois.
I was gonna say Scots. I'll say it. Scots is its own language, and some of the thicker wording of it really is like its own deal, totally separate. So yeah, again, like the parts of it that are in common with Elvish, you catch the meaning of those parts, but where they differ widely.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, for sure. With that, yeah, here I can kind of make out that they're not necessarily being mischievous. I mean, they may still be. I'm not sure, but they're having a good time with wine and drink, and whenever I'm gonna kind of like still see if I can get a better look and see who this I just still want to make sure that there's nothing out of pocket here. Essentially, I want to make sure that. Because I still can't see the person with the green arm, right? I can't see who that is or anything like that. I can only see the arm.
Not quite yet. Okay. Has any? I heard the cart stopped. Is anybody else approaching?
I'm gonna say as soon as the cart stops, Blackbird kind of hops out and is like, "I'll be right back," and heads toward following Alec.
Crime fighting duo. All right.
I want to telepathically inform Blackbird that it is Fae. Like, I want everyone who gets off, I will inform them telepathically that it is Fae that should be over there.
That.
Don't do anything.
Indeed. So as you're catching up,
It's in your name.
No.
yeah, as you're
Yeah,
catching
Blackbird
up,
says, "Thank you."
and Knock is moving forward. Go ahead, the both of you stealth. The both of you can perceive as you like.
Roll for stealth, is that what you said?
Roll for stealth and roll for perception.
Oh, I got a 12. And that's so sad because I am like proficient in stealth, but it's fine. And
Are you persuading? Are you persuading Sorcerer Supreme Pizza?
I hit the wrong button. Dang it! I was so happy with that too.
Hey, that's all right. That's a natty 16, so that makes it a 17, which is still really good.
Yeah. Okay. I'll take it.
how?
I like that. Let's keep the roll. That sounds good.
Yeah, no, I keep the die. The modifier is the only thing that changed.
It's just the one gets applied to it. My persuasion's pretty good. I could persuade them like, "Hey, are you guys up to anything bad?"
You're persuading. You're
disaster.
persuading Jeremy.
Yes, indeed, and a perception of 3. So, while Knock moves forward and gets a
I
little
would
bit
kind of
closer.
like make a note just to say that I at this point would try have gotten the high ground to see if I could. There's like maybe a small tree I could climb to get above the eye line. You know, that way I'm not immediately like within line of sight around any corners or anything like that.
Sure.
So yeah.
Getting up just a little bit, kind of climbing some of the roots, the bigger roots of some of these trees, getting up and around, whereas you were looking to the right of a tree before, you very quietly hop behind another one and go around the left side and getting a more frontal perspective on what's going on. You are able to come around and you see this this gentleman. The clothing he's wearing is kind of simple. It's more of a cod piece and long drapery on the front and the back of him, showing off his big furry legs. But it's these kind of pastel yellow and purple, kind of weaving together, a little bit of green in it, and the crest of the codpiece area is that of a very beautifully flowing hair, cascading around a thin elven adjacent face. It's wooden, and the parts of it that are face are a little bit paler, and the parts that are hair are almost burned a little bit, like dark auburn, and they cascade out and around. And then looking at the other one much more clearly, you see the front of them is much gnarled face. Their nose is kind of thin, longer, almost beaked. Their mouth is just a little too wide. You see their fingers now. There's probably 2 extra joints in their fingers, a little bit long, a little just too much finger, too much hand.
Okay.
And they're what most would call not conventionally attractive. Though their body covered in this moss and vine, covering themselves, and from what you can tell, and you were looking for to see if there was magical shenanigans. I'll take an Arcana check from you too.
Sure. Let's see what happens. That's a nat 1.
Yeah, you're not sure, because they're both kind of going back and forth and having a good time, and then you hear coming up a click of a branch, the foot of a person whose crime fighting proclivities have been in a city more than in a forest, and a twig snaps and they duck back, and their cloak kind of in the wind, and both of these creatures stop for a second, and she turns to look, and he actually keeps playing. She turns to look.
Blackbird has stopped moving, like he thinks that they think that no one will see them, like a T-Rex. Like if you don't move, like you're good.
And as you duck behind one of the trees, a little bit behind the stone circle, duck back and are obviously not seeing anything because you duck back, freeze, duck back and freeze, and
literally just like stopped moving.
Alec, you watch as she almost looks like she melts into the tree, into the stump, and just kind of disappears into it, and just stepping out out of the tree right next to you.
Oh no!
Oh no! Not again!
She's gone. I would like to know. Aaron has actually moved up to the driving seat and is holding the reins at the ready to get the fuck out of here.
So,
Internet
which
betrayal.
one? So you said, which one was it that melted into the tree? Was it the satyr or was it the greenskin one?
It was the green. It was the green-skinned, not conventionally attractive one.
Yeah, well, so question: would Alec know like what race of person this is?
Natural. She looks like. I keep using the term elven adjacent. She looks like she may have been elven at one point. But it's almost as if like like an elf who has been overgrown by the forest and has a little too much going on. Let's take one more history check from you just for funds.
Sure. While Blackbird's internet is freaking out.
We're gonna get there. We're gonna get there. Cool.
That's a 6.
So I'll give you that. That
natural 5.
Yeah, she looks like what you've heard of a dryad looking, except dryads are generally more conventionally attractive, more
as is the name of the game. Yeah,
they are meant to reflect the beauty of the forest.
Gotcha.
She does not look like she is reflecting the beauty of the forest. Have we reacquired the Blackbird?
I think I'm back now. The last thing I got was that I had ducked behind, and I was in like the tree, and that was it. And then suddenly I'm with robots again.
Person melted into the tree.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. So from Alec's point of view, the green one melted into the tree stump where she was sitting, and the satyr continued to play. And then right next to you, Blackbird, just leaning out of the tree very suddenly, like you're kind of looking over your right shoulder, like waiting to hear someone coming, and then this face with this kind of thin beakly nose pops out, her hair looking like wet seaweed almost, pops out and just like gets right next to your ear, and she goes, "Well, hello. Who are you?"
Blackbird is so shocked that they just like fall over. Literally did not expect that at all, and is like shocked.
Alec is rubbing his bridge of his nose, like he's just sitting over there going,
like literally, why did you come?
And might be running through the bridge of his nose, but not noticed. A quick cut to Eric.
Quick cut to Eric.
Just
The equivalent of like a. No,
And,
that's Jackson.
And the rest of you on the cart see Blackbird kind of stumble back and fall, and
Literally
you-
so embarrassing.
you see her arm kind of like one of her arms is holding on like above, but like almost like her hand is like in the tree, gripping the tree. So you see like part of her hand out of the tree, and the other one is like holding on down lower, and she's just like leaning out and just like, oh, travelers. Oh, we weren't expecting travelers today. You want to join us?
Do the people?
Yes, she's now speaking loud enough that she can be heard by the people on the road.
So she has not made any kind of like gesture that she knows my location, correct?
Correct. Right now, you feel much more secure in yourself.
Do I still hear music?
Yes, the satyr is still playing, almost as if he noticed
Just
anything at all.
commonplace.
Like he didn't notice anything at all.
Okay.
I'm assuming she knows the cart and the people on it are there.
Yes, she's looking out. The cart is, shall we say, not stealthy, and she's seeing all of that.
Before I play my hand, I'm gonna just kind of listen in to what they have to say, what she has to say to Blackbird.
Okay.
I don't want to. I'm not gonna tip my hand yet. I will keep this stealth card ready to go until I need it.
I have a quick question. Then we can hear that. So how far away from the cart is this all happening at this point? Like how far have they actually gone away from us?
Pretty solid. Blackbird's about 25 feet away from you, maybe 30 feet away.
Okay.
And just y'all can see again where Alec, I'm like, don't call him Knock, where Alec wandered off, and y'all can see where he is. He's kind of trying to be seen by you, trying not to be seen by the others, and then yes, you see this upper third of a woman just leaning out of the tree, kind of holding on to it almost like a wide stance spider, and just looking out, and
Terrifying at all.
I award her one yike.
on the Ike.
I'm gonna hand the reins to Akira, just in case shit hits the fan.
And just in your mind, you hear, "You got it," and they grab on and just kind of like slide into the co-driver's seat.
I'm gonna be ready along with Eridrin, but I'm not leaving the wagon until Eridrin does at this point, because I mean, I'll be honest, you're all still within range of some of my abilities, so I'm not useless from here. So
I'd like to call out and just say, "We mean you no harm. We'll be on our way."
Oh no. I don't want you to be on your way. On your way is no fun.
We really must be going.
Oh,
We really must be going.
to refuse hospitality is sad. You wouldn't want me to be sad, would you?
I'm just going to straight-faced look up just enough to where my eyes are seeing and say, "I like men," and then look back down.
I have one of those. And as she says that, you feel a push into your mind. I will say that you have advantage on this wisdom saving throw because of the nature of the spell that is being cast.
that's awesome.
Great. So So I just downloaded Beyond 20. You said wisdom save?
Wisdom save.
I'm just gonna roll it twice because I don't know how to do advantage on it.
Oh, you can right click on it and oh, hey, 18 is really good.
I'm dropping 18 to 17.
Hey, yeah, 18 over a natural 1. We'll take that. So
Sure.
Rolled
Yeah.
twice by accident, and both of them were natural ones.
you got to get those natty ones out of the way, baby.
Gotta get them.
Gotta get up. So, as you feel her trying to enrapture your mind in some the fuckery, shall we say? I think we can say that on Twitch at least once a stream.
We get one. Yeah.
One solid.
One F.
And
Okay.
Is that legit Twitch rules?
no, I don't know. I'm
okay, that's what I know. That's like
it's a PG-13
PG-13 rules. But
It's under.
I would be.
It's uncensored. It's uncensored. But there are things you can't say that go beyond just like offensive
Indeed.
specific words.
Indeed. Okay. Cool. So
And don't bring any laws of speech.
indeed. So yes, she attempts to enrapture your mind, and you comprehend it more than just passingly. You're already in a aggressive, defensive stance, already suspicious of her, which helps defend your mind.
Are there any visual cues that just happened, or was that purely like just mental?
Well, while she made it happen, just with her words, you do see like a little bit of twinkling in her eyes, and then the energy wrapping around Eredrin's head. So there is a definite like obviousness of this
Gotcha.
happening. And you could tell like she's smiling unnervingly, and then like when it doesn't work, like her face drops into this like this hard RBF. Just
I would like see. Here's my problem. I really want to be a dick right now, but I also feel that that's not our wisest decision.
hey man, sometimes it's what my character would do is accept.
Exactly.
Depends on what you're doing.
Yeah, would your character
Yes.
choose to be a dick? Maybe that's fine.
Oh no, Eredrin does not fuck around with people trying to get into his head without his permission. So with that,
Legit.
Eredrin will say, it was a good attempt. It was a good attempt.
You did your best.
Nice try, and I will clap a little bit too.
she looks down towards Blackbird, looking up at her. It's like,
You're just like literally horrified.
what about you? Menace?
With that, I'm gonna cast Mage Hand, and can I use Mage Hand to grab the back of Blackbird's shirt and yank Blackbird towards me?
Please.
Well, Mage Hand does have a weight limit of
I know.
less than, but yes, that little bit of a tug, you manifest it, and I think you can manifest your Mage Hand without like words, right? Like this is
Yes, there's no components and it's invisible. So yeah.
So it just you just feel suddenly your hood tug at the back of you. Go ahead, and you are horrified, and definitely can tell that this weird lady is trying to do stuff to you. So you as well will have advantage. You as well will have advantage on this wisdom check, wisdom save.
Excellent. One sec. Where is my wisdom?
May the dice be ever in your favor.
If anyone thought that Blackbird was cool, they're wrong. Because that is a natural one.
It's
With advantage?
Yeah, with
No.
advantage.
With advantage?
Roll one more time.
Oh, yeah,
You have
I'm
advantage.
sorry. You're right.
And make sure it's the saving
Okay,
throw.
it's a 10.
and
Oh, wait. Is
it's a
saving throw in a
modifier.
different spot?
Yeah, it's down to
Yeah.
the left a little
Oh.
bit.
Got it.
What's the
And then what was
modifier
that?
there?
0.
Oh, it's a 0 too. Oh, well,
Yeah.
shit, I tried.
But I just. Yeah, you did your best. And I mean, so did I.
Did my best. So,
Yeah.
so yes, suddenly, this crazy lady is like, she's a really good friend. You like she knows how to party.
I
You
will
know,
make
y'all
it
been-
known that
Y'all been
Alec has drawn his quarterstaff thus far. Like he's ready.
all right. So sliding your quarterstaff out.
Also, make it known, Eredrin has his glaive out.
All right, and drawing your glaive out, and yeah, Blackbird, like this chick knows how to party.
She's like not bad.
And y'all been traveling. It's like 2 in the afternoon. Y'all can stop. Like it's fine. She and
so,
kind of seeing the way it affected you, just with your posture relaxing just a little bit.
Yeah, like I'm no longer terrified.
And she's like, come. We make more wine. We get Salid in there to play us more music. It will be fantastic.
How far away?
It's like, yeah, I mean, like we can just stop, guys, for like a break, right? Like she's not so bad.
They're still like 30 feet away, right?
Yeah.
At this point, I'm going to jump off
range. Yeah, we're going.
All right.
So I'm jumping off the wagon and I'm telepathically telling Brandor to grapple Blackbird.
All right.
And
So
Luca is running step in step with Eredrin here and drawing his longsword as he goes.
all right, as we are jumping into the thick of it, let's go for a break. Into the thick of it.
Sorry.
Let's be back at 55 after the hour. I will have you a proper map ready for what we are about to do. Yes.
Sure. Let's go to break now.
God damn it.
And we're back. Hello again. Now you can see we are on the road. Now you can see
Oh, it's gorgeous. Good job.
the creatures. Alec hiding, Blackbird somewhat less
Less hiding.
hidden, somewhat less hidden. This creature enthralling Blackbird. Let's go ahead and just give
That's
you
it.
you're gonna get the yellow. You get the yellow is denoting that right now you're feeling a little friendly. You know what? We'll go ahead and give Salid over there. And his name was given in the conversation, so y'all can see that. But yeah, so Luca and Brandor dismounting. Or Luca and Eredrin dismounting, Brandor taking a defensive stance. Alec, always ready. But let's go ahead and into rolling initiatives.
Big rolls. Shit.
Go
Ow.
ahead and clear the horses, clear the chests.
Clear the horses.
All right.
If I can get my initiative pulled.
I'm also rolling, right? Even though she's my best friend.
Yes. Oh yeah. No, you're a part of the combat.
Are you
Sure.
kidding me?
Womp womp.
I need to remember
Oh,
to select the combat tracker before I roll initiative next time. I keep forgetting, but I'm still in it. Like I went and typed it.
It's all right.
I rolled an 18.
There's Akira. Brandor had a 13. Akira. 1.
Nice to
Alec
see
Blackbird.
that. Acura, I got a 21.
But yeah, I'm looking at this token of this monster, and I think not conventionally attractive is a great description.
It felt right. It felt right.
I feel like it's lacking some information, but it's not wrong.
I feel like that's a generous way to put it.
It's a real polite way to say it.
Just saying.
You pulled on some southern charm for that one, didn't you?
I was gonna say, in the South, we say, they're not what we would call conventionally attractive, bless their heart.
Mm-hmm.
That's right.
If you type in your initiative, you do have to also hit enter. It does not save.
It does not.
Oh wait,
Guess I'll
what?
not go.
I will do that immediately.
17. I've got this. And Shepard, what was
Didn't
your-
realize I could type it in myself
Wait, I can? Where?
on the turn order.
on the turn tracker.
Oh.
You type it in and hit enter.
Oh my god!
You have the power.
Wow.
The power. Nailed it. All right.
All right, I feel like my initiative dice was being homophobic though. So
Oh no!
Oh, actually, yeah.
Wow.
I think that's really sad.
I mean,
It's not cool.
between you and Alec, you'll get to pull up the back end, as it were.
Yeah.
No.
I think my
Wait,
dice were
hold on.
beautiful.
never mind.
Sorry, rim shot.
Oops. All right, so bring it back down. Eredrin, as told by, Kira, as being told by Eredrin to the cart safe, is going to and start getting the cart a little further away from all of this fiuckery, and
Yeah.
Blackbird, right now, some of your friends are dismounting the cart, looking aggressive. Your other friend is looking at you like, they're coming to interrupt our fun. Stop them.
Coming to take me away.
Oh boy. Well, Blackbird doesn't want to hurt his other friends either, so I think they're just gonna try to persuade them once again, like, hey, there's no reason to fight because, you know, everybody's chill. And could be chill if we just chose to be chill together.
Chill? It's all chill.
There's so chill. Come on, guys. It's like not that deep.
All right. Well, there are things that they know that Blackbird doesn't, so we're not gonna use a roll, because no matter how persuasive it is,
I mean,
the others have seen what's going on. You see a little twinkle in your eye that's or in the lenses of your eyes that they didn't see before. So that does bring it to Luca.
Luca is charging forward. Let's see here. We're going here.
Oh, just charging right in.
Yep, going for it. Taking a swing with that longsword.
You've got 35 feet.
It should have only been
here.
Oh shoot! Difficult terrain. My bad. Oh no.
It's not difficult terrain. It's just that it's
15, 20, 25. Oh, diagonals count as different. Okay.
Every other one is 10 feet.
I'm sorry, it's inconsistent.
So you're pulling some Pathfinder.
Yeah, inconsistent between different VTTs. Sorry.
I set it up specifically for 3.5 Pathfinder style. Make circles, actual circles. You know what I mean?
Gotcha. Give me just a second. Let me put up my measuring tool. And
you can actually select your token, and while you're selecting it, right click, just tap right click, and you can do the same kind of thing, plotting out and all of that. That does a path like so. Anyways.
Fancy.
Yeah, little bits of extra that you can do.
Gotcha.
All right, there you are.
Yeah, I'm gonna just go here then. And we're gonna bring back our good old friend Bane.
Ooh.
Gonna bring back our good old friend Bane.
All of a sudden, Tom Hardy shows up and is like, "You thought you were merely adopted the dark."
I almost made that joke, and I didn't, but I'm really grateful that you did.
And she can make me a charisma save, and I hope she doesn't ace it.
I was gonna say, who are you targeting with the darkness?
I was born in it.
Born in the trees. I will burn them.
Are you telling your friends? And you think this gives you?
Are you only targeting the nice lady with the bane?
As far as I know right now, yes, because I would be under the impression that Salid is also under the effects of mind control, and so, like, even though it might, you know what? Let me check, because I think it's only Blackbird and the enemy that are within the range, because it's only 30 feet. So.
Indeed.
So yeah,
right.
I'm not gonna throw it at Blackbird. I think Blackbird will snap out of it. I have confidence in them. So just at the villain.
So as you start to pick it up on your loot just a little bit, the energy slides between your fingers and then kind of reaches out and wraps around her, and it does in fact wrap around her.
Yay! I like to hear that.
She. What is this? No.
And then I think I can bonus action inspiration.
You can bonus action inspiration.
All right. Then in that case, I'm going to bonus action inspiration to Eredrin, because I think that I think that Alec is a little out of range.
Inspiration is 60 feet.
Oh, then in that case, I am going to give
Well,
it to.
To be fair, do you know where I am?
Yes,
is the
they.
question.
I was describing it that they could tell where you were because they could see.
They kind of had a line of sight on me the whole time.
Yeah, they kind of had line of sight on you the whole
Yeah.
time. So this does not expose you. Just he can call out to you.
I have seen
Well, it wasn't
Luca
a
has
matter of
seen
exposing me. It was more of just like, to be fair, does he even know where I'm at? Like, to inspire me, that kind of thing.
Yeah.
Right. The reason, I would choose Alec because Luca has seen Alec do explosive fighting, and he just seems like the person that I would be afraid to have charmed. So I'm throwing an inspiration to Alec to make sure that he stays on our side. So, yeah, I think it'll be in this case. It'll be in a form of playing something that I know, like a lick or something on the lute that he likes, rather than being explicitly verbal. If that's okay.
Yeah, totally fine.
Okay. All right, we'll do that.
All right. So, as you start to shred it up a bit, she sees what you are doing, and her form drops from that of the nice seaweed and everything to that of the creature pictured before you, and as she does, she starts to walk past Blackbird and just say, "See, I told you they were coming to ruin our fun," and
oh no,
you're my new friend.
And
Blackbird's just like,
one might say that she looks even more horrifying, even more ugly, scarier, somewhat supernaturally so. She was just a moment ago, and walking up on you,
Scared.
I believe an 18 hits.
Is that with Bane?
Oh, wait, I'm sorry. Roll a d4.
Here's hoping for a 4. It's the only thing that's gonna save me. Here we go.
Come on, force.
Oh, it's a 3.
Well,
15 is my AC exactly.
all right. So she walks up on you, and she walks up on you, just and she reaches out, and some of your energy tries to hold her, and it just slashes across you. Concentration check first off, just a regular
Okay, so
roll.
what do I roll for that? Because I'm not sure where that is on my character sheet.
Constitution save.
Constitution. Oof. 5. I think it's gone.
It's a saving throw. Oh no! And you do in fact take 10 damage as she slashes across the front of you with her nasty claws.
nasty claws?
Nasty claws. And we're gonna go ahead and just pull that back, and we'll go ahead and pull that back too. And just as she slashes across you, she points with her other hand. Is, "Don't you touch me with your dirty arcana." And that is.
Oh, really? This creature.
Yeah, she uses different kind of magic. But Alec, from where you are, Salid suddenly turns while he's playing and just starts running, and running this way. See here.
As he's not within my range, is he?
I don't believe so.
Okay. I was gonna say, as a reaction, could I possibly just take one of my silver darts and try and pin him in the shoulder or something like that to both distract him and obviously cause him some kind of dismay, essentially.
You know, you had mentioned bringing out your quarterstaff, kind of getting yourself ready. I'll say that you could have, in that time of patience, readied an action to throw that. Go ahead and make an attack roll. You'll have advantage, and if you and will then expose yourself. And
yeah, I mean, at this point, this is definitely a time to strike. I want to try and make sure things are.
You have that inspiration in case you want to use it.
Alrighty. Let me get this. For the
Sometimes you need inspiration to expose yourself.
I'm using inspiration to expose myself?
You can if you want to.
Alright. Which means I have a 15 to hit.
You only rolled once. You can roll a second time, see if you crit if you want.
Wait, do I have it? Would I have advantage in this situation?
Because you were hidden.
Okay, I'm so sorry.
You're okay.
Did not realize I had. I'm focused on trying to get D&D Beyond to work for me.
Okay,
I didn't crit.
making sure, giving you the chance. And as he turns and starts running away, I'll say that him moving 5 feet is what triggered it. And as you just kind of whip around the tree and your open hand just a dagger slides into it and you throw it. Let me roll a certain thing for him.
Ooh.
Well, those were 2 5s, and as you turn and throw, it stabs into his strumming shoulder. He being right-handed, and like the kind of that was starting to pick up from him, that he and him starting to like get into a position to ram. You could tell that he was looking at Luca and focusing in. And as the knife stabs into his shoulder, and he like stops strumming and goes, "Ah, fucking roll!" And then like looking at it shaking into the meat of his arm, and then looking up and seeing you. You see like the dilation in his eyes suddenly shrink down. He looks at you, and just nods. Then he turns. He gets up his run, and he is going to try and charge her.
Yeah.
Yeah, boy! That worked a lot better than I thought was going to.
Yeah.
That went amazing.
That's what's
All right.
up.
But I will point out that he can still play Thunderstruck with one hand.
Yeah, yeah, it's true. I was like, it's true.
He's just gonna do hammer-ons.
Just on the neck, that's all.
He's gonna inspire with hammer-ons.
But yeah, just kind of as he starts running, he actually like lets the loot go right there, and just as he's running, he just pulls your dart out and is just like is holding in his hand like as a little blade, and just runs and like butts towards her, and she kind of like reaches her arm out and like blocks him off. He tries to shank at her with the blade. I got 2 natural ones, so he very ineffectually lashes out towards her. But Brandor, suffering no fools as he is wont to do, is blade out and moving in. And I believe, let me make sure I remember all the things that he has. Oh, he didn't get his long rest because his player was far away. There we go. So, seeing this satyr run in and actually try and bowl this lady over, his focus no longer is on her, or is on him, and instead he is going for nice lady, and just kind of swings in. She turns and just like moves out of the way. Like the blade just goes right in front of her. She twists. Bertrand, it's your move.
I'm casting Detect Thoughts on her. And I'm going to action surge in order to use my action to probe deeper into her mind. So I need 2 wisdom saving throws from you. And in probing deeper, I want to learn her name.
Oh, the first. Okay, so the first one doesn't even proc a wisdom saving throw.
Okay.
But you catch the surface thoughts of initially of always with the fighting, and then as you probe deeper, that will proc a wisdom save. Let me get the wisdom save on. Excuse me very much.
What does she roll? What does she roll?
Well, most unfortunately for her, she rolls a 5.
Fuck yes! Fuck yes, that doesn't pass it! Fuck you! What's her name? It's what she holds most dear and she can't lie to me. What's her name?
All right. So,
Wow. I love it.
so you catch
Her true name.
As you probe into it. Let me.
I can't even fault Ro. I would be literally this excited if it were me.
No, real.
Like, cause that's so.
Sorry, I'm so sorry. I was so scared that this wouldn't work.
I like 100% am on your wavelength right now. Like, that's super cool.
Yes. Right. So
The tide has turned for her very drastically in 2 turns.
yes. You catch this. You catch this name that I have sent to you. Do you remain where you are?
Okay. Wait, you sent it directly? Give me just 1 second.
It's on roll 20.
Also, I got booted,
Oh,
but I'm
there we
back, so sorry about that.
You're good.
You're fine.
I'm remaining where I am, but I'm going to yell out, drop the concentration on the spell, and yell out, Asathra, leave us alone, and release anyone under your bindings.
That's right, bitch.
All right. In which case, Alec, it is going to come around to your turn. I'll come around to her in a little bit.
Okay. I'm gonna dart on over as quick as I can to. So it's my movement is 40, so I can't quite get all the way to her, but I can get next to her, right about here. Oh gosh, I think I'm far enough.
Where you were, that is 45 feet.
Okay, yeah, I was right. Well, 45, yeah. So then I would actually be right about here. Yeah. Couldn't quite get next to her because that was 45, and I only have 40. But I am gonna get there. I'm going to pull out of course, have my staff ready, and I think I'm gonna. No, I'm just gonna be at the ready right now, and that I'm now in the thick of it, essentially. And given that what Eredrin just did, with what he said and everything, to say hey and use her true name and everything like that, I don't know if that's gonna work. I'm gonna see if she basically stops at this point, because I mean it is the fight has drastically shifted away from her, and I'm trying to see basically like, is she gonna stop? So I think that's my choice right now.
Running forward, having again quarterstaff in one hand, blade in the other, readying yourself. Akira is going to continue the cart moving down. Blackbird, your traveling companions are surrounding your very best friend.
Not my very best friend.
Swinging at her, making her, threatening her.
Oh, Yeah. Where am I right now? I mean, I see where I am. Am I being restrained right now, or
You're not being restrained.
I'm not?
would've-
Okay.
Yeah, no, you stood up. The only constraint is that this Asathra is your very best friend.
She is my very best friend. So what I'm gonna do is kind of try and kind of like get myself in between her and any of the incoming blows, because she is my very best friend. And Blackbird's gonna say, "Guys, stop! She doesn't mean any harm. Let's just try to settle this calmly." Of course, LOL.
All right.
What a
So
mistake.
in that case, well, the way you described it was essentially running forward and then pulling her out of the way.
Yeah.
So she
Not what I would do, but it's what Blackbird would do, and I gotta be cool.
and running forward, pulling her, throwing her behind you, putting out your blackbird cloak, trying to protect.
Protect.
Luca, that does bring it around to you.
Why she gotta be way over there?
Somebody
Okay.
stop me.
Somebody stop me. Oh. All right. Well, I've learned this
Somebody
lesson once
come
already.
to
I've learned the lesson already that she hits very hard in combat. So I think I'm gonna go ahead and bonus action healing word myself. Because ouch. Yeah, because like just ouch.
Town population Lucas chest.
I'll heal 5.
All right.
Wish it would have been more, but I'll take it.
Closing the bleeding out at very least.
Yep. And then I think from there she's within range of a fire breath attack.
Nice.
The save's not, the DC's not high. It's only a DC 10.
I forget, is yours a line or a cone?
Let me see.
Your brass, it
here.
should be cone.
Yeah, it's unfortunately Roll20 does not actually, like D&D Beyond does not actually give me the exact specs of that, but I'm fairly certain that it is a cone.
Give me a tick. I can
15-foot cone.
Yeah, I'm
There it
fairly
is.
certain that where I'm standing, I can place that where I don't hit any of the people.
Yes, you could definitely do that.
All right.
I was just seeing if you were setting the greater forest on fire, and luckily from where you are currently, you will not be. But all right.
Oh, good. I'm glad to hear that. Actually.
Yeah. I know. I got you. Double checking that. All right. Yes.
So we'll toss that out.
Ooh, it is merely a dexterity save.
Oh,
There it is.
wow.
Amy, please.
Wow. Even if she passes it, she's gonna take 2 points of damage, maybe more because it's fire.
Well,
I rolled incredibly low.
The big gay dice are rolling in your favor at very least today.
Hey, that makes sense.
It's a total of 8.
Awesome.
So, as you breathe out, and this just very quick, not as sustained. You were using your voice just a moment ago to heal yourself, so you're a little you've exhaled a little hard, and you're just using the last little bit. Just
Yeah, I forgot to swallow and reset my larynx, so it just like comes out as a small gout.
But it does burn her, and it singes some of the seaweed, a little bit of the hairs, and she just Anything else for you? I think you have a little more movement if you wanted it.
You know what? If I can, I will just
And more feet.
take a step back here,
All right.
just to like get. Well, you know what? Even one more maybe, because I'm gonna get Brandor between myself and this villain.
Get a full Brandor between you. Good idea.
Yeah, Brandor's my buddy, and he's
shield.
got my back. I trust him.
He's got big shield energy. All All right, so this lady, seeing the tide suddenly shift, is going to burrow into her her energy, the awfulness of her appearance, and just and her mouth opens again a little too wide. Her teeth turn sharp, feral looking. Let's see here. Erdrin, you are just outside of the range. The rest of you, including Blackbird, because this isn't friend or foe, all of you make wisdom saves.
Okay.
Wait, so can I ask, did calling her name do anything?
It caused this. And she's
Great.
You could
Is it a
you
wisdom
could tell.
saving throw?
Yes, a wisdom saving throw for
Oh.
Blackbird, Alec, Luca. I'm gonna roll for
I'm
Randor
gonna
and
use
Sunday.
my
I rolled a
bardic
3.
inspiration. What is that? Is that a D4?
There's a D6 at the moment.
D6. Okay. So with the extra D6 thrown in, that's a 1. So I got a 9.
Can I have do I have 2 inspiration because I got awarded 1 last session and I got awarded 1 this session, or do I just have the 1?
You only have the 1. Those don't stack, but you can throw your DM inspiration in a direction if you want to.
Let's see, you're up to a total of a 9 then.
Mm-hmm.
I think in this particular case, I'm gonna throw my inspiration to knock if that's okay. Can I do that?
All right.
So reroll.
Alec, go ahead and re-roll, and you have your +1 from the D6.
Wisdom save, right? I did the
Wisdom
right one.
save, yes.
Okay.
All right, a 12.
12.
A 12 is much different than a 9. So knock Randor. Was Blackbird's?
Oh, mine was a 3. It was a
Okay.
really great 3.
I think Luca and Blackbird definitely failed.
All right. So
I
at
think
the
I thought
moment,
my cat would be a good luck charm, but he is not.
Yeah, I'm on the slightly different side of it. I may not have passed yet. I don't know.
at
got
the
hope.
moment, Blackbird,
And I'm just chilling outside the range.
Blackbird, Salid, and Luca all freeze with fear. She is terrifying to a lot of you right now. The supernatural energy of it blasting out from her in all directions, but just shorting Eredrin.
Okay.
And then on the back end of that, she is going to look at. We have three afeared, so I'm gonna roll a d6. 1 and 2 is Luca, 3 and 4 is Blackbird, 5 and 6 is Salid.
Me.
All right, Luca. She seeing you suddenly become afraid, her eyes lock on you, and she says, "Never touch me again." And you need to make one more wisdom saving throw.
All right.
I like it.
Luca goes down.
Oh yeah,
Six.
no, Luca, you drop to 0 hit points as her death glare pierces into your soul.
Damn.
You flop onto the ground.
Okay.
Run. She is
Okay.
beginning to run. First runs into.
We're not doing this
tree.
again.
Yeah, she runs into this tree and out of this one over here, which gets her to here. Salid, seeing her run away, though he is afeared, he can at least try, for which he will try at disadvantage to attack her. A 12 on her misses. And he just like tries to headbutt her, but she gets out of the way. And that is her. He shaking and kind of looking out towards her is just like I don't, and suddenly his very proper demeanor turned angry now is a little bit afeared, and he reaches back and just has the dart in his hand. He's just gonna and so we'll use that as the attack roll. No, 11 won't hit. So he just hurls it towards her, and it like flies and then shorts, just kind of digs into the dirt, and then is going to back up, having seen Luca go down, and he just kind of backs up and kind of gets on his knees to like see if he's okay. He doesn't have anything extra to do right now. Brandor, seeing that happen, is going to start running past Blackbird, and is going to use this particular action to try and just punch you with his shield. To just be like, snap out of it.
Do I have to roll anything?
Oh goodness.
I don't think your AC is 24, so as you take 4 points of bludgeoning damage, go ahead and roll another wisdom save.
Okay. Oh, it's a 5.
Okay. Yes. Okay. So she tries to shake you out of it, and then continues running. Hold on. Let's make sure. Gets to there, and then is going to action is going to action surge and run around and try and stand firm and stop him, or stop her, and just throw up the shield aggressively. Eredrin.
Oh dear God, I don't know. This didn't work how I wanted it to. Let's see.
You can tell as soon as you used her name, her stance went from trying to pull as many of you in as she could to she's fleeing. Like she actively
went from fight to flight.
Yeah, she switched from fight to flight.
So as I understand it, I can basically use the for all intents and purposes, I can basically use the gate spell to bring her back to me. Right? That's how, like, that's
if you get access to a gate spell and are on a different plane than she is, yes.
Well, I mean, as I understood it, for rules of engagement for Fae, I can summon her by calling out her name.
Well, name magic is gets kind of specific. It makes your spells more powerful towards that person. It doesn't necessarily mean you, like the Fae are really good at having control over people if they know your name. But if you're not a Fae, then it's like kind of like it's not, you don't have the same kind of control they do. At least that's my understanding as it is.
But also, to my understanding, if you know the true name of a Fae, they still have to honor the bonding of that. And like they can try to break out of it, but they do have to honor that bond.
At the moment, you can tell that she is in a flight.
Okay.
Oh my God.
Good night.
So let's see. Would Brandor be able to hear me if I were to yell?
Yeah. If you're being
I won't
completely
say.
not subtle, completely not subtle, 80 feet isn't that far.
Yeah, I'm not being subtle. I'm going to yell to Brandor, just basically along the lines of, "Let her run. She's doing what I said."
All right. That can be kind of your free talk action. What do you want to do?
Yeah, that's my free action. I would like to move into the thick of things now. Let's see. Oh, good God. Where's my mouse? Shit. Okay. This thing's being a you know what. Alright, that's only 30 feet. Just gonna move right here. And yeah, I can't think of anything else to do, honestly.
So,
So-
you can tell that Brandor tried to slap the magic off of Blackbird, and that it didn't seem to work.
Yeah.
She's still my
Brandor
friend.
just hit you.
So then I guess
Somebody hit me.
I'll use as my to yell some more, and to say to Asathra, Asathra, release your magic from these people.
In that case, I will take a persuasion check.
Very well.
If
I'm
Yeah.
not the most persuasive. With advantage, nice.
Ooh.
for what one might call name reasons.
So 17.
Okay.
Pretty good.
All right. You call that out, Alec. What are you to do?
I think Alec got the most inconvenient phone call time in the world.
Inconvenient phone call. Aha. Well,
Yes.
that happens from time to time.
It do.
It's okay.
In the
When
meantime,
it's important, it's important.
It is, yeah. I'm not shaming at all.
Oh yeah, I know.
hearing the way of things, Akira is going to shift the cart around and basically taking an entire turn to turn the cart about. And Alec is still busy. Blackbird, in the moment, you are still
I'm
you are
like-
still feeling
Oh.
affected.
Afraid so.
Sorry, that was my better half.
Huh, better have.
We forgive you.
Sorry, okay. Kind of reset for me, like what's... So as of right now, I heard Eredrin yell, let her go, she's doing what I said, blah, blah.
Huh.
Alec is gonna kind of look over at Eredrin kind of like in a, no, let me have this kind of way. like I'm not letting another one go. I've already tasted this mead and I don't like it. But yeah, he's gonna kind of look over and just kind of, I guess, talk real quick and just say, "Are you sure? Like I can go get her."
Yes. I am absolutely positive. She's doing what I said.
So he just kind of like gets this like look, just like very angrily puts his quarterstaff back into the back of his holster, or his sheath essentially on his back, and just goes like, he just goes over and he goes over to Luca and he's gonna make a medicine check to see if he can kind of stabilize him.
Okay, yeah, go ahead.
Before that death saving throw comes up.
Run over and
you did so bad you made him fail 2 death saving throws.
yeah, make a medicine check.
That's not good. Hey,
Good rolls,
She jinxed that.
do we have potions on us? Like, have we been stacked with potions? I didn't purposely go buy any, but I thought like there was like people had some.
I
Brandor does, I think.
think Brandor might have one or two.
Our healer is down, you guys.
I don't see any on his list right now. So, in that case,
And Luca, you are more than a healer. I didn't mean it.
but yes, so Blackbird, as it becomes your
I got
turn,
nothing.
the charm drops, but the fear remains.
Finally. Yeah. So, having finally come to their senses, Blackbird like realizes what had happened, and he like, they like come kind of like stumble backwards a little, and they're just like throw their hands up, and they're like, "I'm so sorry, guys. I don't know what came over me. I mean, you know, but immense guilt, much terror."
Do anything with the Lucas situation, or with the nasty lady running away situation?
Ooh,
What Blackbird be
let's see.
doing with those feelings?
She could get the fuck away from me. But as for, see, is there anything I can do for him?
Well, no, maybe.
I don't have anything super. And there's a plant in my way.
Such things, many things.
Many things and stuff.
Much things and stuff.
Indeed.
I don't have any potions. I was really hoping I had something.
Okay.
How do you do stabilization in your games?
One of the ways.
What was
is,
that, robot?
One of the ways is through medicine checks. If you were wanting to try and figure out a way to stabilize Luca, you could try.
Mm-hmm.
I could do a medicine check, but I'm not like not like
That
I have a
that
plus
is okay.
0, but I'm willing to
okay.
try.
It's
better than nothing.
What we
situation.
got?
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah,
a
Alec
3,
went up and
because
was
I'm
like-
having a great game.
Wow, that's 2 people rolling.
Yeah, those-
3.
Yeah, Alec went up
I
and
did
was
my-
like, "I'll help
I did
him,"
my
and then
best.
just goes, "Which one's the heart?"
Does he?
I don't know the anatomy of a dragonborn.
The both of you are kind of working on that. Blackbird, go ahead and make a wisdom save to shake the fear, just for.
You got it.
Big rolls, heroes, and dice.
You do this.
13. That is maybe the
13
highest
works.
roll aside from my initiative that I have done.
13 works. 13 gets you there. You shake the fear in your
Oh
mind.
no, you froze again. Oh boy,
Did it.
yay!
You did it. You win.
I like it. I did it.
But with that, Luca, if you please, make a death saving throw.
Heroes roll dice. Heroes roll dice.
That looks like a natural
Heroes roll
20
dice,
on my
man.
death
So-
save.
Very,
Here.
very
I am
Oh.
back to 1 hit point.
absolutely helped by Alec, like trying to turn him over and try and figure it out. Blackbird kind of propping up his head and like doing a little slap on his face. Suddenly, Luca shocks out of it and just.
Love it.
And Luca, as a part of that, that's at the start of your turn. So you got a whole ass turn.
Huh. All right.
Healing is healing
Yikes.
word.
I could. I've only got 1 spell left, I think. Well, yeah, because I've used Bane.
I cast your mom.
I've used Bane and I've used Healing Word once. One second, let me check a thing.
There has to be like a variant on Vicious Mockery, just called Yo Mama. Like, I cast Yo Mama.
Yo Mamakery.
Yo Mockery.
Yo Mamakery.
I love it. I wish you had Vampiric Touch.
I know, right?
If you had Vampiric Touch, I would sacrifice hit points for the Vampiric Touch.
My problem is that I can't cast Healing Word and Vicious Mockery in the same turn, I don't think. Can I? Well, wait, because it's a cantrip.
Yeah, it's a cantrip, and Healing Word is a bonus action.
Okay, then in that case, I'm going to Healing Word myself. Putting 7. Puts me right back up to the amount of hit points I had before she hit me, which is nice. So let me go adjust my token real quick. I'm also going to move 5 feet, I think. No, can I move? Yeah, I can move 5 feet.
Yeah. Standing back up.
Well, yeah. 5 feet. Just to get myself in range. And then I am going to cast Vicious Mockery on the villain. And Luca is literally going to say, Jesus Christ, she got so ugly I died. And I was hoping I'd get to say it. It's a Wisdom save, DC 14.
She finally passed the save. Lordy. It's a total of 18.
I think I accidentally threw it out there twice. I'm sorry about that.
That's okay. Okay, roll the exact same.
Oh yeah, that's handy, right?
Yeah, so as you shout that out, she just whips around an eye towards you, and like you see her just grin, and it's that like again, like the smile goes and then it keeps going back to almost her ear. She just
yeah, hard pass.
And as she smiles, her form turns into a nasty green mist and away from Brandor, 30 feet over to this tree. As she walks into it, she disappears further into the forest, which does us down out of initiative. Brandor looking around, kind of frustrated, just like swinging towards the mist, but you know it passes through, and just being like, as she watches as she disappears, and then starts looking around, and it's just like, and she just slides her sword into her into the sheath, or he slides the sword into the sheath, and just starts like walking forward at a much slower pace than that he was before, and just
I will say that I think Alec
So
is
it's the lead?
to the. Say what? Oh yeah. I guess Stater. I mean, like I don't think Alec ever got his name, but unless it was spoken.
Yeah, she called it out.
She did say it.
He called it out.
Yes. Okay. So he kind of goes up to Salid, and he kind of puts his hand on Salid's shoulder and says,
Sorry about that, friend. Full disclosure, wasn't sure if you were an enemy or not, and I wasn't taking any chances, but I'm glad it worked out for the best.
And
Also,
he extends a hand for the dart.
Since he is out of line of sight, does that mean Salid is no longer under the frightened condition?
Yes. Salid kind of like as Luca's up, and he stands up as well, kind of looking around, and kind of like his whole body just starts relaxing a bit. You hold your hand out for the dart, Alec, but Brandor picks it up from where it got thrown into the dirt and just kind of like starts flipping it around in his hand as he He
Oh, I see. I thought he
Thumbs
still
up.
had it in his hand.
Yeah, no, he
Yeah.
threw it. He threw it towards her as she was fleeing.
Got it.
Brandor gets it back to you, and he looks around towards the lot of you, and yeah, yes, my name is Salid. She I was come here for visits sometimes from far away, and he looks over towards the stone circle. And, well, I had a date with someone, but she didn't show up, and instead that lady did. Not sure entirely.
About bait and switch.
Not entirely sure what happened to my friend, but thank you very kindly for helping me out.
Well, wasn't sure what was going on. I didn't quite feel right about the situation, and saw that there was some, well, quite frankly, some hokiness going on, and I feel like it was something that we should at least check out.
Yeah, I appreciate that a lot. And he kind of opens his hand and takes a couple of steps this way, and then opens his hand, and a little version of his hand kind of appears next to his lute and picks it up and starts drifting it towards him. And yeah, so who are you all? You all know my name. That's a little taboo where I come from. You all know my name and me not knowing yours.
Well,
I think we've.
given that we
Hold
just
on,
got
hold
done
on,
messing
hold
with
on.
the
Hold
sorry.
on, just because we saved you doesn't mean we're friends.
Wow.
Let's
I'm
be
gonna
clear.
kind of
Let's be
shoot
clear
a
on
look
that.
over to Luca.
Let's
I'm
be
gonna
clear
shoot a
on
look
that.
over to Luca and just be like, just like
Blackbird also gives him
Let's
a
be
look.
clear on that. It's taboo where you come from for a reason. Maybe we have to keep that in mind.
If you notice-
and given that we just got done messing with the Fae and everything like that, Alex gonna be like, well, I can tell you that you are allowed to call me Alec.
Oh well met.
Noting that down in the scratch book.
Met, Alec. Thank you. And Brandor looks down, and also like giving Luca a little bit of a look that that's kind of like acknowledging what you said. Also looks down and says, "Brandor." And Sully shakes his hand too.
I will offer a handshake, but I am not giving my name. I'm just going to silently hold a hand out.
He reaches his hand down and says, "Hey man, yeah, that works for me. You sound very authoritative on the subject. Appreciate that."
It's not that I dislike you or anything. It's just, got to stay safe.
Oh,
And
right.
Names
Yeah.
have power. Names
right,
have power.
right there, middleman.
out of character, it's full names, right? So if we give like a nickname, like we're not our full name, we're safe, right? That's how it works.
If you give not your true name, you're safe.
And,
Yeah.
Okay, so like I could introduce myself as Luca, and that would be fine because it's not my character's full first name or anything.
mhm.
Like, so then I'll hold out. Luca will hold out his hand and just, you can call me Luca.
Thank you, Luca.
And Blackbird shakes their hand as well and says, "You can call me Blackbird."
I can see why. That's a very fine mask you've got. He
Thank
reaches
you.
up, shakes.
Well, it's more navy blue than anything else, but
Can we keep this guy around? Because I love I love our DM doing this accent right now. I love this accent.
It's I would agree. And a Blackbird like shoots you a look like don't even.
Already falling into the D&D party adopting an NPC.
No, I just really want to hear him continue to do
Yes.
this like Australian accent. I love it.
I also just really like staters. They're really cool.
Satyrs are quite fun.
Like
But yeah, man. So if, I mean, I'm not sure what I can did some of the customs of people on this plane. I'm not sure of. You don't. He kind of like pats himself down as don't really have anything for recompense, repayment. He looks down towards his loot a second and twists it around and looks at yours and repayment for your kindness.
Which one of us is he holding it out to?
Luca, the one who has
Okay.
a loot.
All right. So I guess I will accept that. So what do I note for my inventory, I suppose?
As you take hold of it, it does vibrate with a little bit of like there's magic in it, like very obviously when you pick it up, like, you can tell. And it's very finely crafted. The top of it, the strings are actually like attached up there. It's like reverse a normal guitar. So like the strings attach up there, and then the little tuning pegs are down on the body. And
that's cool.
And it's
a
very fine kind of.
There's
like
a guitar.
wood.
There's a headless guitar called the Satyr that is the exact thing that you just described.
I love that that's the name of it.
I'm just saying.
I think I was just saying Jeremy might know this.
That might not be a coincidence.
He does play guitar.
I feel a little called out. That's all I'm saying. I feel a little called out. It's fine.
He does play guitar, and he's quite good, actually.
Thank you kindly.
You're welcome.
But he looks around. Well, if he does anything more like what he was doing before, that loot will probably serve not just him but the lot of you, I hope. Thank you.
How tall is Sleet?
He's a solid 5'0". At least
I'm going to
normally, if he like extends his legs like all the way, he can get to about 5'6".
I'm going to squat down to where I'm about eye level, and I'm going to say, that was very kind of you, Salid. Be better to protect yourself next time.
Oh yeah, well, luckily she hadn't gotten into funny business yet. That would have been a notch on my loot that I would not have enjoyed putting on there. So, anyways, watch out for nasty women in the woods, and good day. He starts trotting off.
I wanna apologize for the mistake. I'm pretty sure that's actually a New Zealand accent, not Australian. But I love it.
Oh man! Again, paying attention, and
Sorry
as
about that.
he dashes off and goes around the. It's one of my defaults. You'll probably run into it again.
I actually love it, and you do it very well. I was pretty impressed. I'd never heard you do it.
But as he kind of dashes off very quickly, just kind of glancing back one more time and like giving that little bye-bye kind of wave, he steps into the stone circle, and it looks like two pillars pop up from where the opening was, and close the circle around, and then it looks like almost like it like pulls back into the ground to a point that the ground no longer, like, it pulls in and the ground looks like it wasn't even disturbed.
I want to lean over to Luca again and
Nice.
say, I'm gonna lean over to Luca and say, didn't I tell you I called this fuck around and find out?
Yeah, you did.
Alec is gonna like openly address the group as they're staring off where he walked and just go,
You ever meet someone and then you feel like you're definitely gonna see them again? Kinda like that
Yes.
feeling.
Yes.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Are you talking about Asath? I'm going to continue to use her full name, Asathra or Salid.
he's
I
like,
was hoping
well, I
Celine.
I was actually meaning Salid, but to be fair, I do hope we see Asathra again, because I feel like I can rearrange her esophagus.
Nice.
And I'd just like to see the show.
That's
I'll sell tickets. I don't care. I ain't hurt my feelings one bit.
Maybe you better let me sell the tickets.
Fair enough.
But
So are Grandor and I the bouncers then?
Brandor's
I'm
definitely a bouncer. Definitely.
I'm not gonna argue with it. He kind of flexes just a little bit.
like, well,
All right then,
That was
shall
what
we
excited for the day. You gotta get back
yeah,
on the road.
shall we continue on the way? And I'm gonna try to Luca's gonna try to identify this magical instrument that I've been given on the road, and if I can't do it, I'll pass it around and see if any of my friends can help me with that.
you see
or maybe-
embroidered on it a man with wings, and it says at the top Robert Plant. Oh, I'm kidding.
Oh,
Who's this
It
Robert?
has something about an airship made of metal.
Well, actually, no.
If no one
sorry,
got that.
I feel stupid. I should correct myself. It would say Jimmy Page, not Robert Plant.
nailed it. There it is.
You found
The
a
carving on the back is an airship made of metal.
I don't know, man.
what?
I would gladly accept Richie Blackmore.
There we are. All right. Instrument. There it is. All right.
You find the guitar of Robert.
So what you are?
Can I roll Arcana?
Well, even more. So yeah, you can roll. You can roll Arcana. But if you're gonna take time with it,
Yeah.
if you're gonna take time with it, it will become. It will avail itself to you as well. So you can roll.
Yeah.
If you want.
I will roll, but I am gonna also take the time because I'm gonna be like, I'm assuming I've seen it played. It doesn't seem to do anything crazy when it was played, so I'm thinking it's pretty safe. So I'm probably going to like play it as we travel and just like kind of just get to see it. My
Alex
dice
sees you like
my
getting ready
dice are
to
not
do stuff
rolling
with it.
super great for me, so I see Eredrin rolled as well, and I'm really grateful because I did not roll well as per usual.
I can just see what. So Alec would watch Luca like get ready to get geared up to like start messing with it and everything like that, and go,
I swear, if you do something that's gonna like make me shorter, or it's gonna make my head explode or something, I'm gonna kill you. I'm gonna come back from the afterlife and I'm gonna find you.
So
I'll take
Eredrin,
that bet. I'll take that bet.
as Luca is kind of playing it and realizing right now it is in perfect tune.
Yeah.
He starts playing on it, and as you're playing it, Luca, roll a d8.
D8.
No, it's no magic shit.
rolled for funsies, and I rolled better than Luca.
I mean,
Yeah,
that happens.
5.
Okay. What's your charisma mod again?
+4.
Okay. So you heal 9.
Damn.
As you're playing, you accidentally cast the cure wound spell out of this loot,
Oh my god.
and And as you're getting more and more into the way it feels, the way it moves, how naturally it feels in your hand, you understand that it is
Ooh.
Oh wow.
But it will give you once a day cure wounds, fog cloud, bark skin, protection from evil and good, levitate, invisibility, and fly.
Wow. Okay. Holy cow. You can play the instrument while casting a spell that causes any of its targets to be charmed on a failed saving throw, thereby imposing disadvantage on the save. Wow.
That's rough, buddy.
That's incredible.
It
I'm just glad that I
applies
didn't
only-
have to take 2d4 psychic damage for playing it without being attuned.
Yeah. Oh yeah. No. Essentially, that's a what's the word? It's a kind of like if you're not a bard and you're trying to attune to it.
Yeah.
Protection, basically.
It will actively rebuke somebody who cannot feel the music through them.
Oh, so it's gatekeeping.
Yes, it is absolute. It gatekeeps itself.
I love that.
But
That's good for it.
and that was part of why I asked if you were actively trying to attune to it or not.
Yes. Oh, it is also there is a thumbnail picture of it in the in D&D Beyond, and it is absolutely a mandolin.
Mhm.
Or at least that's the image that they used.
Look at that.
And that is the image it used.
Sweet.
So, with that, going through, finishing your travel, getting past that glade of the Crispvale thicket, getting to where you can see in the distance where the crossroads is, as the sun is setting once again. We can go ahead and call this your long rest. And
I'll take that gratefully.
Oh, yes.
Oh yeah.
And we can call the session for today right there. So I'll go ahead and make sure to draw
Good game, guys.
the line, the line of progression, as it were. Great job. You solved my Dryad Hag puzzle. Well done.
Damn.
Was that puzzle?
Massive credits to Ro for finding the enemy's true name. That was beautiful.
That was a clutch maneuver, and again with advantage. The big gay dice were for you because I rolled a double 5. So yeah.
Also wanted you to call out specifically Bearded for isn't that how Les Mis ends?
Oh my god, that was so funny.
That was-
I
that was-
died, and then I
That
came
was
back.
great. That was great.
Wait,
Oh, well, as always, thank all of you for being here. Thank all of y'all for watching. Please remember that kindness is free, and keep going.